Alright, Shalom. I'm your brother Tasiyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across this world who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. And may the election be for your households. God Shalom. So simple. The title is prophecy, you know. And why did I name it prophecy? Because the time that we are living in right now are prophetic times, of course. But if you have noticed, usually when we make videos, you see our videos uh, basically constantly being about prophecy, you know. Like first, like what the apostle said, we was doing a lot of breakdown videos on certain chapters, but lately we are pushing a lot of more prophecy, the mark of the beast, the chip, World War III, okay, uprising against the governments, you know. What else, man? We were feeling the secrets of the elites, you know. So this is what we are busy with right now. You see, because Yahweh Shai is going to return very soon, so the prophecies are very important right now. You know, like at home you can of course still study all the chapters, all the breakdowns, and you should. For example, the breakdown of Genesis chapter 1, the breakdown of Genesis 49, Deuteronomy 28, for example. Those are still good things. Learning about the history, okay. But really, what is our most focus right now is prophecy, okay? Because now we understand with prophecy which time we are in, and we are in the end days, man. Like Second Ezra 9 says, we can measure the time, and seeing what time we are living, okay? So let me go here to one of the scriptures. Let me go to, let me see. Let me go to this one, okay, in Revelation. Because also another thing, the spirit, something like that, the scripture goes, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Revelation 19 verse 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him, showing, and he said unto me, see thou do it not, because we are not supposed to be worshiping angels. We are supposed to worship Yahweh Shai, but we are not supposed to be worshiping angels. Okay? For people that did not know that. I am thy fellow servant. You see, the angels are our fellow servants. We all serve Yahweh, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. You see, worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so the spirit of prophecy, that's the testimony of Yahweh Shai. So we are busy with prophecy, If you see people that are not busy with prophecy, they are basically only busy so-called with love, and Jesus loved everybody and God loved everybody. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is not with them. The spirit of prophecy is not with them, and they are not sent by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because it shows you that people, the prophets are supposed to be busy with prophecy, So if camps, other camps, Hebrew Israelite camps, churches, when I tell you otherwise, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is not upon them, you know. So let me see. Like I said, man, the prophecy, Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we are measuring this time with the scriptures, with the prophecies. We're seeing them unfold, We're reading the Bible, we look around us, and we be like, hey man, this was already written 2,000 years ago and it's happening right now. And this would happen in the end time. The chip. People like to say, like, yeah, y'all have been speaking about this for the longest. My parents were my grandfather was speaking about this. The end of the world and whatnot. I never see nothing. You're always saying that God, His Son, is gonna return this, that, and the third, but I don't see anything happening. People like to talk like that. Let me read that scripture also, man. Since our fathers, let me see. What is that scripture again? I believe it's in the book of Peter's. Yeah, 2 Peter 3 and 4, and saying, "Where's the promise of His coming?" So they be like, "Where is He at? Where's God at? God is sleeping." Like a man came to camp, he said, "God is asleep." So-called, so-called God is asleep. Because all of wickedness is going on. You don't understand that this wickedness is going on for a certain amount of time until Yahweh Bashem Yashai is going to bring destruction. He just let these people for now do their things because He's building up a case against them. The more wickedness they do, the more they are going to be punished. You know, you should be very afraid if the Most High is not punishing you right away for your wickedness. Okay, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. People think that they can continue with their wickedness because they don't see their how do you say that, their judgments coming right away. I robbed the bank, I got money, nothing happened. The cameras weren't even working, this and the third, let me do it again. I see a grandma there with a purse, she got some jewelry on, let me grab that jewelry, nothing's gonna happen. I need it, she don't need it, she old, she gonna die anyway. Let me take it over. Taking with a mindset like that. Okay, and on a bigger scale, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he is robbing, murdering everywhere he goes, and he thinks that the Most High is down with him, like the book of Psalms says, 50, verse 21, if I'm correct. Okay, take it that I am altogether such a one as thyself. They really believe that the Most High is on their side, man, but they are gonna be terribly wrong, you know, when when a judgment is gonna come, you know. So it says 2 Peter 3 and 4, and saying, "Where is the promise of His coming? For since the fathers fell asleep," so basically since our ancestors died, "all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation." So they be like, since the beginning, everything is the same, man. You're always saying that it's gonna be the end of the world, this, that, and the third. 1,000 years ago, they was also saying this. Why should I believe you now? People love to make these comments. We tell them like, listen, man. The Bible has prophecies that are coming to pass, and certain prophecies would happen in the end times. And what are two big prophecies that would happen in the end time? World War III and the chip. Okay, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. And you can see that happening right now with all the technology unfolding. You can see that we are in the time, man. And that would happen in the end time. Okay? So let me read it here, man. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And He caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So He, talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white men, their elites, their governments, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter who you are, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, mark goes into the Greek word charagma, okay, which is a stamp, an imprinted mark. It goes into the chip. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to buy or sell anything unless you have this chip. Okay, and another precept or concerning war, Revelation 9 verse 12. One woe is past, or woe is a great destruction, great lamentation. So one woe is already past, which means World War I. And behold, there come two woes more after. So two world wars would come after World War I. If we jump to Revelation chapter 11, verse 14, it says, the second woe is past. So World War II is past, around 1940 till 1945. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So a third world war would come very quickly. Don't you see it right now unfolding? The countries fighting together in the Middle East. So we're not saying that the world war is happening right now, but it's already getting to the point to where it's gonna be all-out world war. You're gonna have Israel being bombarded. You're gonna have America, which is known as Babylon, gonna be bombarded. They're gonna be totally destroyed. Also, Europe is gonna turn their, their missiles against America. Okay, Russia, China, you know. So right now you'd be like, huh? America is friends with Europe, right? Something's gonna happen that Europe is not gonna be friends anymore with America. Revelation 17 says it. And the 10 horns, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, so this is basically the European Union, these shall hate the whore. Who's the whore? America. So they are going to hate America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. How's Europe going to burn America with fire? Nuclear missiles. Okay? For Yahweh had put it in their hearts, in their minds, to fulfill his will. Okay, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, is America, because America is actually a big city. Okay, it has citizens, so that makes it a city. You know, so hope it was edifying. Like I said, man, prophecy, that is what we are busy with right now. That's also what you should be busy with right now. And with that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone. And peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across this world, who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. And may the election be upon your households. God shalom.